Okay, let's take a look at 5 simple hacks that you would use in class, on the SAT, in college, and for the rest of your life to help you with punctuating relative clauses. Here you go. Quick trips. Tricks. I said trips. Whatever. Number 1, a relative clause that starts with the word that is always restrictive. So that never takes commas. Just remember that. That never takes commas. Mr. Marsh's class is the one that gives me the most stress. Here's our relative clause that gives me the most stress. Starts off with the word that. That's why there are no commas in this sentence. Never put a comma near the word that. Number 2, when you use a relative clause that has the word which, it almost always takes commas. Almost always. So Mr. Howe just spent his Christmas bonus on a party platter of hot wings and European bologna, which always give him the meat sweats. In this case, which always give him the meat sweats is renaming the hot wings and the European bologna, I suppose, but the word which should always take commas, so let's revise this by putting a comma after bologna. Hack number 3, a relative clause that's modifying a proper noun, meaning a capitalized noun, always takes commas. And when it's modifying a common noun, it should almost usually take no commas. Let me give you an example. Mr. Fisher, who may look timid and shy, is a man who can lay down a hot Irish jig at the drop of a hat. Well, I have this first clause, who may look timid and shy. Here's another one, who can lay down a hot Irish jig at the drop of a hat, rather. And here are 2 nouns. Well, Fisher is capitalized, he's specific. Man is very general. So therefore, Fisher should take the commas, man shouldn't. So comma after Fisher and after shy, but the word man is too general, and so therefore no commas. Hack number 4. If you can actually eliminate the relative pronoun or the relative adverb, we call it an expletive. Anytime we can eliminate that word and the sentence still makes sense in your head, that's another reason why not to put commas in. Example, Mr. Shockey showed us a video that we were certain was not approved by the school. Well, if I take this adjective clause, starting off with the word that, and I'd say, I wonder if I could get rid of the word that. We'll try it. Mr. Shockey showed us a video we were certain was not approved by the school. Yeah, that makes sense. So if you can cut out that word, that's another reason that you don't need commas. And lastly, hack number 5. Unless the relative clause is at the end of the sentence, you should always have 2 commas. If you add one, you have to add the second one. They're kind of like parentheses. So Mrs. Wade's class, where Austin oftentimes hides in a corner and rocks, has been known to increase student stress and to cause illnesses on test days. Well, here's this adjective clause right in the middle of the sentence, and Mrs. Wade's class is pretty specific, so let's add commas, and not just 1, but 2 commas on either side. Those are your 5 simple hacks for punctuating relative clause.